Let's talk about the business side of being a content creator. You have just clicked on part 2 of a 3-part Q&A that I'm doing. That's all about being a YouTuber, a blogger, a content creator. I asked you guys on Instagram what you wanted to know about all of this, and I've divided your questions into 3 different categories. Part 1 was all about getting started on YouTube, what my experience with that was like, my tips for you to grow a channel. This video is going to be all about the business side of being a content creator. So that's what goes into running this like a business, working with brands, streams of income. And then part 3 is going to be all about the technical stuff. So the equipment I use, the software I use, etc. So make sure you hit the subscribe button to see part 3 when it's posted. And I will have part 1 linked down below if you haven't seen it yet. And possibly part 3 as well, depending on when you're watching this. What goes into the business side of being a content creator? So in addition to the actual production of content that people see, you have all of the normal business stuff like bookkeeping, expenses, taxes, tracking the performance of your posts, audience research, and of course, working with sponsors for your content. Because similar to the way that a magazine has ads in their pages, or a radio or television show has commercials, a big way that bloggers monetize their content is through working with sponsors. And I'm going to talk about that a lot in this video. What are the different streams of income you can have as a creator? So first, there's Google AdSense, which I think most of us are familiar with. These are the ads that run before or during or after videos on YouTube. You can also use AdSense on a blog website with like the ads as you scroll. However, if you don't already know, YouTube takes a huge cut of the revenue of ads that are running on videos. And also, I get asked this from time to time, creators don't get to choose what ads are running on their videos. It's actually usually selected by your own search history, like the cookies and the algorithm of Google chooses what it thinks you want to see. So if you see an ad on one of my videos that you hate, I didn't choose it, I'm sorry. So moving on, the next way that you can make money off of your content online is through paid sponsorships with brands. And I would say this is probably the biggest way that most creators earn an income. So this is when you work directly with a brand to include their product or service in your content. You guys have all seen me do this. We even have a sponsor today that I'm going to talk about in a little bit. And this is great because unlike AdSense, where you have no control over what ads are running, you get to be selective about who you work with and what you promote and make sure that it's something that you like and that you want to talk about. The next stream of income you can have as a content creator, I have my list here so that I don't forget anything, is affiliate links to things and services that you share with your audience. If you talk about something in a video and you include a link for it down in your description, you can use an affiliate link. That means if somebody clicks on it and then goes to the site and purchases that item, you will make a small commission off of that purchase. It's the exact same thing as when an associate in Nordstrom helps you with your shopping and they get a commission when they ring you up. The really great thing about affiliate links, there's so many great things about affiliate links. First, you don't have to have any kind of established channel to use them. Most programs are free to sign up for, so even if you're a brand new creator, you can start using affiliate links. Also, when somebody clicks your affiliate link and buys something through it, the cost isn't increased for that person buying. Like, they pay the same price that they would pay if they weren't using an affiliate link, so it's not costing your audience anything to use affiliate links. And as a creator, affiliate links are so helpful to offset the costs of buying things for your videos. I don't talk about products the way that I used to back in the beauty days. If you guys were around then, I used to do beauty videos and I would go out and buy products to review on my blog or to use in a makeup tutorial. And the cool thing about affiliate links is that helped offset those costs of buying the products to use in my videos, because that's something that I think every creator has found out very quickly when you start doing any type of review channel, is it gets very expensive constantly buying things to review or to incorporate for tutorials or whatever you're doing. Another stream of income can be creating content for brands that does not live on your channels. So I'm often approached and hired by brands who want me to shoot things for them to use. For example, last year I shot some marketing images for a resort in Mexico. I've shot imagery for a cruise line, for gear companies. And then another stream of income for creators is to sell some sort of a product, whether that is merch like t-shirts or hats. A lot of creators sell Lightroom presets to edit your photos. You can sell a course to teach your audience how to do something. And of course, there are some other streams of income you can have as a creator. I'm sure some people watching this right now are thinking of them, but to keep this video a little bit more concise, I'm going to just leave it there. How much money do you earn for views on YouTube? This is the question that everybody wants to know the answer to. It's the biggest mystery surrounding how much money YouTubers make. So I'm going to break it down for you the best that I can. So the way that you make money for video views on YouTube is not actually for the view count itself. It's for the ads that are running on that video. So the ad that rolls before a video starts, that's where the earning is coming from. And there's a term for this called CPM. And CPM is the amount an advertiser is paying for 1,000 ad impressions. So for example, if a video is averaging a $5 CPM, that means for every 1,000 ad impressions on that video, advertisers are paying $5. However, like I said earlier with Google AdSense, Google is taking a huge cut of this revenue. So even if your video is averaging a $5 CPM, you're not earning $5 for every 1,000 ad impressions. So here's the tricky thing. CPMs will vary drastically based on a variety of factors. Based on the video topic, the month, like there are months that are known for having higher CPMs than others. I have videos that have had anywhere from a $3 CPM to a $20 CPM, and it's incredibly difficult to predict it. What factors do you consider with brand deals? Number one, the biggest one is this something I would actually use? Is it a product or service that I like? The second factor is the brand open to my creative vision for this sponsorship? You don't ever want to let a brand take away your authentic voice. So if they're saying, we want to send you like a script or an outline of what to say in this video, and like not letting me just talk about what I actually think about the product or service, it's not a good fit. How do you approach brands as a creator with a small following? You have to figure out what you can offer the brand. Don't focus on what you want out of the collaboration. Focus on what the brand wants. Maybe you don't have a really established audience yet to share their product or service with, but maybe you're a great photographer, so you could take some imagery of their product or service or their hotel or whatever it is you want to collaborate with them about and offer them materials to use in their marketing. Do some research on the brand and find out where they're lacking. Like, is their Instagram kind of blah? Could you shoot some really fun, engaging content for them to post on their own Instagram or their own social channels? How do you know what to charge when working with brands? You have to know what you're bringing to the table. Somewhere to start, if you have no idea what to charge, is ask yourself, for the skills that I'm offering, what is a fair price for my time? Then estimate how much time and effort will this collaboration take. Also ask yourself, for the equipment that you use, what is a fair price for your service? There's wear on your equipment every time you use it, and if you're always upgrading to have the highest quality equipment to offer your clients, then that should be reflected in your prices. It's like hiring somebody to shoot your wedding who does it with a smartphone versus somebody who shows up with 2 top-of-the-line cameras and a whole bunch of different lenses. Both people might spend 8 hours shooting your wedding, but the person who shows up with $10,000 worth of equipment is going to charge more because the operating expense of their business and the product they're delivering is higher. You also want to factor in any other costs for this project, like travel costs, or do you need to rent a studio space to shoot in? And then if you're still not sure, ask yourself, what feels like a fair price for me to do this collaboration? Like, what would I do this for? What feels right? How far in advance do you plan your content, and what do you use to plan it? I would say on average, my content is planned about a month in advance, but sometimes it's 6 months. Sometimes I've booked a trip that I know I'm gonna go shoot a travel video for, or I've signed on to a partnership with a brand way in advance. And then other times it might only be a week or two. Like, these videos are gonna be a pretty fast turnaround. And I use Google Calendar to do all of my planning. How do you come up with new video ideas? I keep a running list of brainstorming ideas on my computer. I ask you guys what you want to see, and I try to research timely topics. Google Trends is a good place to do this. When When did you give up other jobs and dive into it? How did you know it was time? I knew it was time when my hours working on YouTube became equal to or more lucrative than the hours I was spending at other jobs. Can YouTube/blogging provide a full-time income, or will most people need to supplement it with other work? You can absolutely make a full-time income doing this. And while it's definitely very saturated now and harder to break in, there are still people out there who haven't even created a YouTube channel yet who are going to end up being some of the biggest YouTubers of all time. That being said, I don't want to be pessimistic, but I also don't want to be misleadingly optimistic. Just statistically speaking, looking at the numbers, the majority of people who have YouTube channels are not doing it full time. I do, however, think it's very possible to make content creation your full-time endeavor if you're also open to working for other creators. Like most video editors I've spoken to have their own YouTube channels. They just also edit other people's videos on the side. They figured out how to do it for themselves, and they're also using those skills to do it for other people. I've met creators with smaller channels who are also assistants for bigger creators. I've met creators who sell their services on Fiverr. If you learn the skills for creating content, you can definitely make a living off of those skills. You might just need to apply them to more than just your channels and your content. Speaking of skills and working with brands, I want to take a minute to thank Skillshare for sponsoring today's video. If you want to learn a new skill, Skillshare is an online learning community that offers thousands of classes to inspire creative and curious individuals. The topics range from marketing to freelance and entrepreneurship, photography, graphic design, and there's even a course on creating a successful YouTube channel done by Sorella Moore. I love her. I think she's so cool and so inspiring. And her class is all about how to build an authentic channel that's worth the follow. Classes are short, so they're easy to work into your day and your schedule. And the annual membership comes out to just under $10 a month, which is way more affordable than any kind of in-person class. And the first 1,000 people to click the link in my description will get a free trial of Skillshare's premium membership to explore their creativity. Well, that is it for this video. Thank you to everybody who sent in questions, and stay tuned for part 3. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you know when new videos are posted. I hope you all are doing well, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.